Hello everyone. So today in this session, I'm just going to demo you the e-commerce application that we have implemented till now, so that you will get the idea like at the end of this series what you are going to achieve, what are all the things that you are going to learn from this particular series. So currently I'm on the dashboard of e-commerce application. So if you just see, we have a navigation bar. In the left hand side you will be able to see one text that is called as the e-commerce application, and in the right hand side we have one button that is called as a login button. So obviously by the name you will be able to get an idea like what this particular button does. On the home page we are showing some products to the user. So over here we are currently showing the top 12 products to the user, and if you want to bring some other top 12 products, then we can click on the load more button, so it will just load the next 12 products in the queue. So reason why we have implemented the pagination is because let's say if we have thousands of products in our databases, so loading them into a single shot and showing them on a home page is not a good idea, right? Because we can it will create a lot of overhead on our home page. So that is the reason we have implemented the pagination, and we are just fetching the products as and when required, and in each batch we are fetching the 12 products. So that is the reason whenever we will jump onto the home page, then we will be able to see the top 12 products on the home page. Now again there is one search bar over here added, so that we can filter out any product with the help of keyword. So let me just put some keyword over here, for example combo. So as you can see, we are able to see some results which are matching to this particular keyword. Now whatever keyword we will enter over here, it will match against the title or the description. So whatever keyword we are entering over here, it should be matched to the title or to the description. So whichever it will match, it will just pop up into the result section. Now let me just clear out the filter again, and if you just see, we are able to get again top 12 products on the screen. Now if you just observe any single product card, then we have different sections. Initially we are able to see one image, then we are able to see the title, which is nothing but a product name, and then we are able to see few lines of description. As you can see over here, as of now it is a dummy description, and then we are able to see the pricing also. Now over here we have the discounted price and we have the actual price. Then there is one button that is called as a view details. So whenever we will click on this particular button, then it will just take us to the new page. On this new page we will be able to see the detailed information about the specific product that we have selected. In the left hand side section we are able to see the images. In the right hand side section we have some basic information such as title, description, and we again have the pricing. Alongside we have two different buttons, that is buy now button and add to cart button. So in any e-commerce application, these two buttons are really very important. So I'm currently talking about this buy now and add to cart buttons. So if you just open any e-commerce application, these buttons are must. So we must have to implement these particular functionalities. Now before going to these buttons, let me just quickly tell you about these images. So we have one large image area. So whenever image, if you want to choose, like for example, if I just choose the second image, then I will be able to see that second image into this large section, as you can see. Now let me just come back to this right hand side section. Now if you just see, we have the buy now and add to cart button. Now these buy now and add to cart button are applicable only to the user. So if you are aware about this series, so we are currently using JWT token and role based authentication mechanism. So that is the reason we have implemented authentication and authorization as well. So we have role based functionalities. So these two buttons are applicable only to the user. So that means if you want to access these buttons, you must have to log in, and your role should be the user role, right? And we have admin role also. I'll just demo you in a few minutes. Now let me just click on it. So as of now I'm not logged in, so it is redirecting me to the login page and it is asking me to log in into the system. So again there are two options. We can directly log in if we have credentials, or we can create the new account. Let me just create a new account, and let me just put some details over here, such as for example R, or maybe Raj 123, and let me just make it as my first name should be the Raj, second name, let me just put my second name, and then let me just put the password as Raj123, something like this. And now let me just click on register. Now user is registered. After that it will just take me to the login page again. So let me just put my username and password that I have just created, which is like Raj123. Now let me just click on login button. Now if you just see, we are just showing this dummy message like you are a user and this URL is accessible only to the user. So this is the page that we have just added to test our JWT mechanism, whether that is perfectly working fine or not. So that is the reason we have added this particular page. Now over here, if you just see, as soon as we logged in, the new logout button popped out. So obviously it will pop out only when the user is logged in. On the navigation bar, again we have the home button, cart button and my orders button. Again on the home button we will be able to see the different products. Let me just click on any product, and now let me just show you how the buy now functionality basically works. So let me just click on the buy now button. Then again the screen is divided into two different sections. On the left hand side we have one form, on the right hand side we have the bill section. In the left hand side we have to put the order details, so we have to put the full name, address, contact number and alternate contact number, something like this. In the right hand side section we are able to see the product name, then amount and then total amount, and then we have the grand total also. Now if you want, we can just change the quantity. The maximum quantity allowed is 3. That is the reason we are able to see only 3 options over here. Now as soon as I will just change the quantity, it should update the total and grand total also. So let me just update it. Yes, now if you just see, the total is 2100 and grand total is 2100. Now let me just click on place order. Let's see what happens. Now we have implemented a Razorpay payment gateway also in our e-commerce application, and that is the reason we are getting this particular screen. And to test the Razorpay, we have already discussed like how to integrate and all, so you can just check out my previous sessions. So to test the Razorpay, we have to just put some UPI ID, which means success@Razorpay, something like this, and let me just click on pay now. If the payment is successful, it will just place the order. So let me click on pay now and let me just wait till the payment is processed. Now if you just see, we are getting the message like payment is successful. We are able to see the amount also, and now if you just see, we are able to get the message like your order is placed successfully. It will get delivered to you within the 4 to 5 business days. So this is how we can place the order. Now after placing the order, if you just want to track it, you can just go to the my order section and you will be able to see the orders that we have placed over here. Now as of now we have the multiple orders over here. That is the reason we are able to see these multiple orders. So if you have like any number of orders, if you have, then those orders you will be able to see in this particular section. So this is how this my order basically works. So if I just quickly just show you, if I just show you, like we have I think we have 10 to 20 orders over here that are placed, and I have used a same name for multiple times. That is the reason we are able to see the different entries over here. And alongside we are able to see the status also, like whether it is delivered or whether it is placed. So this is how my order screen basically works. Now there is one more screen which we have added over here. Let me just do one thing. Let me just first of all click on logout, and let me just try to log in with a different user. Maybe let me just create one new user. So let me just do one thing. Let me just put it as, let's suppose T123, then first name should be T123. I'm just putting some random names over here so that I can just show you different scenarios. Let me just click on register. Let me just try to log in with the username and password, and let me just go to the my order sections. As of now we don't have any orders. Let me just go to the home page, and now let me just do one thing. Let me just click on few details, and we have the second button that is called as add to cart button. Let me just click on this particular button. But before that, let me just click on this cart. As of now, our cart is empty. We don't have any item over here. Now let me just try to add some products into a cart. Let me just go to the home page. Let me just add the second product. Then let me just add the third product, and maybe we can add one more. So let me just add one more product over here. Now let me just go to the cart section. So we are able to see the 4 items that we have just added into our cart. We have the delete option also. If we just want to remove any specific item from the cart, then we can just click on this delete and that particular item will get deleted. So right now we have only 3 options over here. Now if you just want to check out, you can just click on the checkout button, and again the same checkout screen will pop up. We have to put the details. So let me just put the details as, let's suppose contact number something like this, and alternate contact number something like this. Again, in the right hand side section we have the billing tab. So we have we are able to see the name, amount and quantity and the total, and after that we have the grand total also. If we just want, we can just change the quantity, and as per the quantity the total and grand total will be changed. So if you just see, it is changing as per the quantity that we are updating over here. Again, if we click on the place order, then again same payment screen will pop up, and then we have to just put some details over here, and we have to just click on the pay now button. So it will just take a few seconds to process the payment, and once the payment is successful, then it will just directly redirect to the new screen. So right now if you just see, the message is your order is placed successfully and it will get delivered within 4 to 5 business days. If you just want to track the order, we can just go to the my orders, and we will be able to see that new orders are placed over here, and we are able to see the status as placed, something like this. Now this is how our user specific screens basically works. So I hope you are getting the idea, like what are all the actions that user can perform. Now there is one second role also, which is an admin role. Let me just quickly show you how that admin role basically works. So let me click on logout, and let me just click on login again, and let me just log in with the admin over here. So let me just try to put some admin username and admin details. So if you just see, again this is the screen that we have just added for testing our JWT token and role based authentication mechanism. So as per the JWT token, it is showing me the message like you are admin. So it is working correctly, right? And for the admin we have different screens over here. So we have home page obviously, then we have different screen like add new product, show product details and order information. So if I just go to the home screen, then again this is the pretty similar that we have seen for the user. We can just click on the view details and we can just test this particular out. But buy now and add to cart buttons are not basically designed for the admin, so it will not work for the admin. If I just go to the add new product, then we have the similar form, but over here in the left hand side section we have to put the product details. In the right hand side section we have to put the product images. Now let me just try to show you. For example, let's suppose maybe let me just add my channel name over here. Product description is, let me just put it as the same. Actual price is, let's suppose 10,000 and discounted price is 9,500. If you just want to upload the images, there are 2 options. We can drag and drop the images, or we can browse the file. Let me click on browse and let me just select any image over here. So it will be shown something like this. Let me select one more image over here, so it will show something like this. If you just want, we can just click on this cancel button if you want to just remove any particular image. So we can click on it and that particular image will be removed. Now let me just click on browse button again and let me just click on open. So yes, the image is basically selected over here. If you just want to drag drop, again we have that option. What we can just do is we can just select any image. Let me just show you maybe yes. So let me just drag and drop this particular image, and let me just drop over here. Then this is how the drag and drop basically works. Now let me just remove all these extra images. Let me put only one, and let me just click on add product. So if you just see, the product is added. Now if you just want to see the information, we can just go to the show product details. So on this particular screen, we will be able to see all the product which are available into our databases. So these are this is a very big list that is available. And again, we have the load more button, so that we can just we are not creating any overhead on this particular screen. So that is the reason we are not fetching all the thousands of records in a single shot. Instead, we are just trying to fetch them in a batches. Now if we want to search, we can again search over here something like this. So I just searched with the learn, and we just got one result that we have just added. And again, we are able to see these price and actual price, all the different things over here. Now there are three buttons that we have added. The first one is image gallery. So if we just click on it, then we will be able to see all the product images over here. Then second button is pretty obvious, which is edit button, and then third one is basically delete button. So if I just click on the edit button, then we can just update any information that we just want. Let me just make it as a 8500. Let me click on update product. Let me just try to search it again, and yes, the product information is updated. And third button is pretty obvious, which is a delete button. So if you just want, we can just click on it, and that particular product will be deleted, something like this. Now one more thing that we have to do is, there is one more tab that is called as the order information tab. So over here, if you just see, we will be able to see all the orders which are placed by the different users. So we will be able to see the different orders over here. So this is particularly one table, as you can see, and on the above of this particular table, we have three different buttons. So we have one button that is called as all, and then placed and delivered. So these are nothing but basically filters. If we just want to show all the orders, then we can click on all. If we want to show the orders which is having status as placed, then we can click on it, and only placed orders, or maybe only orders which is having status as a placed, will be selected over here. You can just see only placed orders are selected. And if you just want to see the delivered orders, we can click on it, then delivered orders will be selected. Now if admin want to mark any product as delivered, so as of now, as we have already discussed, as of now we don't have any like logistics, or maybe we don't have any courier network as of now. So that is the reason we have the manual process. But in actual projects, we definitely have the logistics, and that is the reason we don't have any manual interruption over there. But as of now, at least considering the fact that this is a project that we have just created for our learnings, that is the reason admin have to manually update the products, or maybe the delivery status. So that is the reason we have one button that is called as a mark as admin. So if we click on mark as delivered, so if we click on it, mark as delivered, then that particular order will be marked as delivered, something like this. Now I hope you are getting the idea, like what are all the three buttons basically do, and how it basically works, and why we are using this mark as delivered button. So this is all about the admin point of view, because this is only things that admin can do. Admin have to handle the different products, and admin have to pay attention to managing those different products. Now again, let me just click on log out. So this is how, like, we have different things designed for the user and admin. Again, there are many different things which are left back, and definitely if you want to develop me those many different things, let me know into a comment section, and let me know your ideas also into a comment section, and we can just try to build our e-commerce application together. But very basic things that any e-commerce application should have or must have, those things we have already implemented, and we are at the good shape as of now. So we are definitely making good progress on our e-commerce application. If you still have any questions, let me know into a comment section. If you still want to ask me the features that we are going to implement in the future, or maybe if you have any idea, let me know into a comment section, and as I said, we can try to build it together. So this is the progress that we have done till now, and in the future we will try to do lot many progress over there. So till then, like I hope you got an idea what you will get at the end of completing this particular series, and I hope you enjoying this session. I'll see you in the next session.